22 July. Dearest Suzie, please excuse my red pen. I can't seem to keep a decent pen anymore. I got another letter from you today. Glad to find out that you are enjoying your vacation in spite of all the trouble you've had since you left home. How is Minnie getting along? I imagine that by the time you get this letter, she will be home again. I hope she is getting along okay. Things are the same over here. We are still living out of a duffel bag. We still have no idea how long we will have to stay up here. I still don't have orders either. I don't know what to do about them. They have to get here soon. Things have been pretty quiet the past couple of days, but we have a big operation tomorrow. We have 05:30 takeoff. Say hello to everyone up there for me and kiss Billy, Brian, and Brett for me. I love you all very much and can hardly wait for the next 62 days to go by. Let's see. Time you get this, it will be about 56 days. How about that? I can stand on my head that long. I love you. Bill. In this letter, Popi mentions almost casually that he and his comrades are still living out of a duffel bag. That simple line is more than a detail. It connects deeply with centuries of military life and a particular kind of survival. In the 18th and 19th centuries, American soldiers carried everything in haversacks, over-the-shoulder canvas or leather pouches holding rations, ammunition, and a few personal items. During the Civil War, troops would strap blankets or greatcoats on top, transforming their sacks into a rolling bundle of identity and purpose, ultimately becoming all that they had to survive. Anything they couldn't carry, they would have to scavenge or take. Fast forward to World War I and II, packs grew larger and more functional. The U.S. Army introduced the M1910 and later M1941/1945 backpack systems, complete with internal frames and pouches for gas masks, mess kits, and supplies. The sacks became more planned and weight became a major consideration. Meanwhile, the barrack M1929 duffel bag, initially made of blue denim, emerged as the first standard barracks bag, used for transporting clothing and personal gear. By World War II's later years, the canvas duffel evolved into this barrel style, olive drab military duffel bag, cylindrical, drawstring topped with a circular bottom and external shoulder strap. Soldiers stenciled their names or serial numbers on it, padlocking it to protect what few personal treasures they possessed. In Vietnam, Popi's duffel bag was the evolution of all those systems. A sturdy, round canvas cylinder brimming with socks, photos, letters from Suzie, toothbrushes, perhaps a paperback Bible, or even a deck of cards to play pinochle with. His living space wasn't a bunk or tent or his officer's quarters he had back in Vinh Long, but that traveling sack, always ready for orders, always ready to move. Every item inside carried meaning. A photo of his boys meant connection, a letter meant reassurance, clean socks meant comfort. The sack was his world and a place without stability. He likely didn't unpack it. Each time the mission or location changed, the duffel bag went with him, packed, repacked, always ready. And yet, even today's soldiers followed the same tradition. Though their gear is modernized, in the late 60s, the U.S. introduced M1956 and the nylon M1967 load-carrying equipment to better fit Vietnam's climate. Later systems would further refine mobility and organization. But all that innovation traces back to this rolling duffel bag. For Popi, that duffel was more than just a bag. It was a symbol. It held his past, his present, and his hope for the future. It was rugged, personal, protective, and entirely essential, and a place to find by impermanence and danger. Though most of his things were still in Vinh Long or already on their way to the United States, taking months to arrive by boat, he always had his essentials on him. So when he says we are still living out of a duffel bag, he's not just telling Suzie where his gear is. He's revealing the texture of his life. Mobile, fragile, tethered, and tethering, one canvas loop at a time. The photo I chose for today shows Popi and 3 of his friends on a wet tarmac. The sky is overcast. They have bags in between them all. All but Popi are looking at the camera. There's a chance this wasn't from Vietnam. The trees in the back and the car to the right look to be American, but who knows? Either way, these men are clearly about to move. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Suzie, and receiving messages from the past that my Popi wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsuziepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.